All right, hockey fans, let's get you set for the final game here on day number 1 at the 2019 Canadian Sledge Hockey Championships. It's the two teams that come into tonight with 1-0 records on the line. Who's going to skate home or skate back to the hotel with a 2-0 record? And someone's going back at 500 as Team Alberta gets set to take on Team Quebec. Team Quebec defending the goal down to our left, wearing the dark blue jerseys with light blue and white trim. Team Alberta wearing the predominantly white sweaters with black and blue trim. Your starting goaltenders in this game for Team Alberta, it'll be Adam Kingsmill, and for Team Quebec, Jean-François Huneau. We're just moments away from the opening face-off here at the 2019 Canadian Sledge Hockey Championships, as it's the fourth game of the day and the final game to close out day number 1. My name's Nico Cardarelli. We're getting you set for the opening puck drop between Team Quebec and Team Alberta. Lavin and Auclair on the face-off. That's actually Jacob Webb for Team Quebec, and Lavin fires it back inside his own zone. Sisson tracks to the corner and takes possession for Alberta. Sisson was huge on the blue line in the morning game for Team Alberta, and they'll be hoping for a repeat performance as Halbert brings it into the zone. Lavin tracks it, takes possession along the near boards. Physical play, it's wrestled away from Lavin. Hines, he's checked off the puck. It's controlled by Kovacevic. Micah Kovacevic under pressure from Jacob Webb. Anton Jacob Webb does well to dig it away, but now it's controlled by the Team Alberta captain, Jordan Bullchild. He gets checked by Auclair as they fight for the puck along the near boards. Hines chips in from the point, can't hold the zone. Here goes Halbert for Alberta. Halbert cuts to the goal and just missed on that tuck chance. Good defensive battle by the Quebec captain, Bouquet, as he was all over the back of Halbert on that opportunity. Halbert tracks the puck and picks it up for Alberta between the blue lines. All over him is Jacob Webb. Makes the pass to Close. Good opening minute here from both teams as Alberta with the better of the chances so far. Pass picked up by Close at center ice. Jacob Webb throws a hit at him, controlled by Kovacevic. Alberta bring it into the zone, led by Micah Kovacevic. He's got a lane to skate, cuts wide, good defensive check by Uhl to force him wide. Sisson stops on a dime, he's checked off the puck by Leroux, picked up by Dolan. Behind the goal, banks it off the side of the net, and that'll be frozen by the goaltender, Huneau, with just under 2 minutes played here in the opening period. Well, a lively pace to start this game. Team Alberta with a little bit more jump as Team Quebec weathering the storm early on. It's Sebastien Boisvert on the draw for Quebec. He loses it to Close, back to the point. Sisson tries to feather it through the slot. It'll be picked up by Uhl. Uhl tries to bank it off the boards and out, controlled by Boisvert, taken away by Ignatiuk. Ignatiuk has it stripped off his stick and controlled by Tar over to the far sideboards where Braden Close dumps it in deep. Uhl stripped away from him, right on, and smart heads-up play by Huneau to cover that with the Alberta attacker, the forward Cody Dolan, right on his doorstep. Alberta putting the top line of Halbert, Lavin, and Bullchild out there for this offensive zone draw. As it'll be LeBlanc, the youngster, taking the face-off for Quebec. It's one to the far side boards, controlled by Halbert. Played back for Tar. Tar's cross-ice pass leaves the zone, and it'll be controlled by Bullchild. Bullchild checking his options, lays it off for Halbert. Does well to evade the check. Uhl, he nearly got his claw clean there by Bullchild. taken by Lavin. Lavin's long shot attempt into the near corner. Halbert does well to absorb the check from Gregoire as it's controlled by Uhl. Treball Uhl under pressure. Shields it from Bullchild, banks it off the boards and over to the hash marks where it's picked up by Halbert. Halbert tries to sweep it in front. That's blocked. Behind the goal, they dig away for it as Bullchild centers out front, but it's controlled by Uhl and then swept down the ice by Bernard. Not quite they wave it off right at the end. No icing, so Alberta break out from their own zone. Hit absorbed by Tar, shot back into the Alberta defensive zone as it was Daniel Hines making the play for Quebec. Lavin, he absorbs a body check from Bouquet, causes the turnover, and it's Jacob Webb who takes it for Quebec. Anton Jacob Webb working the far side boards. Secured by Auclair, quickly taken away by Bullchild. He banks the pass ahead to Halbert, who's got a clear lane. Halbert on the breakaway, Bouquet back checking hard. Great defensive play by Bouquet. Sweeped out front by Halbert. Sisson controls at the point. Bullchild, his shot attempt gets blocked. Hines gets in the way of that one. Sisson makes the he tried to feed it over to Halbert, but it's broken up and sent down inside the Alberta blue line where it's controlled by Micah Kovacevic. Kovacevic evades the first forward check, tries to squeeze his way into the zone. Feeds it ahead for Dolan as Dolan digs away against Jacob Webb. Dolan tries to cut to the near post, but that gets snuffed out by Bouquet. The Quebec captain, Aurélien Bouquet, tries to hold the puck up. It's dug out and played by Jacob Webb along the near boards. Controlled now by Leroux as he breaks out for Team Quebec, but it's quickly turned over and then a whistle behind the play, a hand pass called by the near side linesman. So we'll get a stoppage with 10:15 remaining in the first period. A scoreless game between the two top teams so far. Team Quebec and Team Alberta tied 0-0 here at the 2019 Canadian Sledge Hockey Championships. Boisvert on the draw, facing off against Braden Close. Close wins it back to Tar. Tar dishes off to Kovacevic, who tries to work the near side wall. Kovacevic can't get it in deep. Boisvert takes possession. Check that, it's Close for Alberta. Makes the pass over to Dolan. Dolan runs out of real estate, and it's Barbet who controls for Quebec. Barbet shoots it out to center ice. Kovacevic picks it up for Alberta. Nice job to juke his way around the one hit. Is this a delayed offside or a penalty? It's a delayed offside, so good physical play as the referee's allowing them to continue on. Tar controls for Alberta. 9.5 minutes remaining in the period. Toussaint in the mix for Quebec. Grignon as well as they try gain the zone. Uhl makes the cross-ice pass to Raphael Toussaint. Toussaint drops it back. That shot attempt, nice block by Kovacevic, and here's a breakaway opportunity for Braden Close. Close in all alone. Takes the shot, it's off the side. I don't know if Luneau got a piece of it or if it just went off the post, but Close unable to convert on the breakaway chance. Alberta continuing to dig away with the offensive zone pressure. 8:55 left in the period. Nice job by Cody Dolan to find it underneath his sled, but moments later, Quebec clear it down the length of the ice where Kovacevic tracks it back inside his own zone. Wheeling behind the goal. Checked closely by Toussaint. She does well to cause the turnover. Toussaint, a member of the women's national sledge team, loses possession to a member of the men's national sledge team in Zach Lavin. Lavin dumps it in deep. Hines tracks it for Team Quebec. Hines tries to lift it off the boards and out, held in by Kovacevic. He shoots it in deep, and it's once again corralled by Hines. Hines tries the breakout on the far side. Sisson makes the play to hold the line at the point. Sisson under pressure from Bouquet. Nice work to dig it out that time by LeBlanc, but he can't streak up the ice. Good back checking by Bullchild and Team Alberta. Sisson picks up the puck. Under pressure from LeBlanc, dishes it off to his defensive partner. Kovacevic tries to sauce one out to Lavin, but that's broken up. Gregoire battles for the loose puck. Sisson out-muscles him. Lead pass here for Lavin. Lavin's got a 2-on-0. He's got Halbert with him. Bit too heavy of a first touch by Lavin, and it's scooped up by the goaltender, Uno. A bit of a missed opportunity there for Team Alberta, as we're still scoreless with 7.5 minutes remaining in the first period of play. Really been impressed by the play of Brandon Sisson for Team Alberta. Number 8, he mans the right point. And how about Zach Lavin, who's coming back from a silver medal performance in Ostrava with the men's national team, where Lavin put up 8 points in 5 games wearing the Canadian jersey. And if you don't know the story about Zach Lavin, I highly encourage you to check it out. It's really a remarkable story. He was an athletic guy who actually never played hockey before his accident. And when he went hiking in the mountains, he ended up suffering severe frostbite, had to have his legs amputated below the knee. And it was only at that point that Lavin got into hockey. And since starting Sledge hockey in late 2016, he has been a phenom, rising to the ranks of the men's national team. Shot from the point. Great opportunity by Sebastien Barbet, but just couldn't find the net with that rocket. Penalty here to Team Alberta as Jacob Webb got hammered hard, and it's going to be a power play opportunity coming up for Quebec. Team Alberta a little bit miffed by the call. I think elbowing was the indication, and it's going to be Braden Close heading to the... Well, check that. They've got 2 players going to the box, and it will be Close and not Sisson. So Quebec get the first power play opportunity of this game with 6:55 left in the first period. Anton Jacob Webb lines up to take the draw against Zach Lavin. Jacob Webb opts to leave it for the true centerman in Sebastien Boisvert. They've got Bouquet parked at the top of the face-off circle. The scrum off the draw controlled by Alberta and lifted down the ice by Kovacevic. Uhl under pressure from Lavin. Uhl brings it into the zone for Team Quebec, working the near side wing. Endures the check, shot right on. Saved by Kingsmill. Big rebound sitting at the hash marks. Picked up by Jacob Webb. Circles his way towards the goal. Anton Jacob Webb forced behind the net. Tries the wraparound. Couldn't quite tuck it home. Bouquet had his shot blocked. Puck comes out to the point for Trebois Uhl. Uhl controls it under the check of Albert. Dishes off to Auclair. Big shot. Better save. But a big rebound controlled by Uhl. Uhl takes a shot, blocked. Second chance goes wide of the near post. 1:10 remaining in the Quebec power play. Hooking the infraction called against Close. Puck dumped into the far corner for Auclair. Under pressure by Kovacevic, but he dishes it off to Jacob Webb. Jacob Webb, stick handling, dumps it off to Bouquet, who nearly picks the top corner near side, just missing that snipe by inches. Team Quebec mounting pressure with 40 seconds remaining on the power play. They'll start up once again. Pass for Auclair up the left wing. That one intercepted by Halbert. Puck caught up underneath Halbert, and now he's checked along the boards by Auclair. Auclair wrestles it away from the Alberta forward. 20 seconds remaining in the Quebec power play. 5:10 left in the period. Sisson takes control for the team shorthanded. Alberta working behind his own goal. Sisson does well to cycle out front, wheeling, and he checks for a long bank pass option to Halbert, but that's broken up by Uhl. Final few seconds on the penalty to Close. Tick off. We're back to even strength hockey. Halbert tracks it to the near corner. Gregoire battles for it. It's scooped up now by Sisson. Brandon Sisson, lead pass ahead for the captain, Bullchild. Bullchild stick handling, makes the pass to Close. Big diving save coming across to make the stop as Jean-Francois Huneau shuts the door on that chance from Braden Close after some good teamwork between Close and Bullchild. 4:34 remaining in the first period of play. We're still scoreless in this game between the two top seeds, Quebec and Alberta. Face-off coming to the right of the goaltender, Huneau, as it's Close on the face-off for Alberta and Boisvert for Quebec. Off the face-off, Quebec take possession. Bouquet, the captain, checks his options. He decides to sky it. It's knocked down at the point by Sisson. His shot tracks wide to the far post. Rebound off the end board, secured by Dolan. Cody Dolan, he gets hit hard by Boisvert, but Dolan does well to hold possession. Centering pass picked off by Toussignon. She nearly has her pocket picked. Alberta do well to hold the zone. Once again, Sisson on the right point. A real presence there holding that blue line. Behind the net, Bouquet battling for it against Close. Bouquet gets his stick on it. Controlled by Dolan, centered in front. That one just went wide off the stick of Ignasiuk. It just trickled wide of the far post. A cheeky attempt for Alberta, and they just couldn't quite convert. 3:35 left in the period. Nice play by Sisson, stepping in from the point. Dishes off to Dolan, shot, and that's sticked aside by Huneau. Quebec weathering the storm. Alberta trying to find the opening goal. Dolan, shot right on, and there's the opening goal of this game. Cody Dolan snipes one to make it 1-0 Alberta with 3:17 left in the first period. The Calgary, Alberta native and former national team player gets the goal to put Alberta in the lead as the sustained pressure pays off. And Dolan makes it 1-0 for Alberta. 3:17 remaining in the first period. Quebec trailing for the first time here at the 2019 Canadian Sledge Hockey Championships. And Alberta trying to press for more as they send out the Lavin line. Lavin to face off against Jacob Webb. Lavin scoops it ahead. Bullchild skating hard after it, but Trevor Houle gets to it first for Quebec. Sisson, who again was integral on holding the zone, which led to that goal, makes the pass ahead to Lavin. Big rebound off his shot. Gets his own rebound. Second save by Huneau. Third chance, Lavin pokes it just wide. Lavin centers out front. That one just misses. Held in at the point by Sisson. Lavin picks it up. Tries the shot. That gets blocked by Houle. Quebec really under pressure right now. Tar, his shot from the point. Lively bouncy, nearly ricochets it off the goaltender and in. Wow, Alberta getting all the bounces right now, but it still remains just 1-0. The lone assist on the goal by Dolan being credited to Ignasiuk as Lavin lines up to take the draw. Lavin wins it back to the right point where Kovacevic does well to shield it from the check of Bernard. 2:20 to go in the period. LeBlanc unable to corral the loose puck. Halbert. LeBlanc. Halbert sweeps it out front. Lavin had turned back as Bouquet plays it off the boards and out. Good hustle by Bullchild. He tracks down the loose puck, centered in front. What a great save by Huneau as he robs Halbert on that one-timer chance at the top of the crease. Nice play by Kovacevic to hold the line. Under pressure, Halbert turns it over, picked up by Lavin. Lavin, his shot attempt gets blocked. Kovacevic, he feathers one from the point. That goes wide. Puck picked up at the near side of the goal by Lavin. His centering attempt. Gang tackled in the crease was Bullchild, and then he takes a shot to the back of the head, and that's going to be a penalty as the captain-on-captain violence gets caught. Bouquet, the Quebec captain, taking a shot at the Alberta captain, Bullchild. Now, I wonder if Bullchild is also going to be ticketed with a minor. That seems to be the case here. Wow, tough break for Jordan Bullchild. He gets punched in the back of the head, and for his troubles, he'll get ticketed with coincidental roughing minors alongside the Quebec captain, Bouquet. That certainly speaks to the intensity down at ice level, though, as these two teams know there's little separating them. 1-0 the score for Alberta with 1:25 to go in the first period. Auclair comes out to take the draw for Quebec, as we've got five-a-side hockey here with the coincidental minors. Close, tries to draw it back. It's controlled by Dolan. He's got the lone goal for Alberta. Secured now by Team Quebec's Jacob Webb. Nice flip pass ahead to the far wing for Auclair. Alexis Auclair evades the first check, loses it, but Houle comes in to hold possession for Quebec. Houle flips one in behind the goal. Auclair, loose puck corralled by Team Quebec, and then secured by the Team Alberta goaltender, Adam Kingsmill, as he essentially took it off the stick of Leroux, and he holds it for the face-off with 54 seconds left in the period. Close to take the face-off against Jacob Webb. Quebec try get a late change, but the referees don't allow that. And it'll be Leroux to come in and take the draw instead of Jacob Webb. Scrum off the face-off, corralled by Kovacevic. He chips it out of the zone with 45 seconds left in the first period. Houle fires it into the near corner. Sisson first on it for Alberta. Sisson checked behind the goal. Jacob Webb nearly causes the turnover, but it's corralled by Dolan. Dolan under pressure. Jacob Webb strips it away. 22 seconds left in the period. Close, tries to clear the zone, gets it across the blue line. It'll be controlled by Houle as Quebec try mount one last attack with 10 seconds remaining in the frame. Close holds them at the blue line. They get it in deep along the wing for Auclair. Final couple seconds tick off the clock as Auclair caught an edge and went into the boards awkwardly. But he's got a smile on his face. He shakes it off and gives a fist bump to his opposition in Brandon Sisson. And after the opening period, it's Team Alberta with a 1-0 lead thanks to the goal from Cody Dolan. Second period of play coming up between Alberta and Quebec as you're streaming the 2019 Canadian Sledge Hockey Championships. All right, hockey fans, let's get you set for the second period of play here at the 2019 Canadian Sledge Hockey Championships. In the final game of day number 1, after the opening period, Team Alberta with a 1-0 lead over Team Quebec. Looks like we're going to start. The Quebec bench wants to put 5 skaters out because we have coincidental minors. The referee's saying no, just 4 skaters because the guys are about to come out of the box. But the Quebec bench, they're protesting this vehemently. Alberta taking the West Coast approach. They don't care. All right, here we go. 4 skaters aside. Second period puck drop coming up as it's Jacob Webb and Lavin on the draw. Zach Lavin scrums for possession. It's picked up by Alexis Auclair. Pass to the near side wing as the coincidental minors soon to be over. And at the next whistle, we'll get the players out of the box. Treba Ulb plays it down inside the Alberta zone where it's picked up by Sisson. Sisson evades the check of Jacob Webb. Lavin, he lifts that down across the length of the ice. There was a big hit behind the play, no call, as Halbert tracks the loose puck. Halbert spins away from the check, centers in front. Lavin couldn't quite get a full, clean shot away as the player's out of the box. So we're back to 5-a-side hockey. Bouquet throws a check on Halbert. Puck caught underneath them. It's secured now by Jacob Webb. Banks it down the boards, off the boards down the ice. Icing called here against Quebec with 58 seconds gone in the second period. Quebec trying to sneak a change in on the icing call, but the referee's all over that. As we get the face-off coming to the right of the goaltender, Jean-François Huneau. Good crowd on hand here for this evening's game. Of course, we had a packed house earlier today with the local school kids in attendance. More than a few of them were intrigued by the broadcast booth here, and I think they were more excited to miss some school and come watch some hockey. As Jacob Webb gets waved out of the face-off circle, Auclair comes in his place. Close on the draw for Alberta. Wins it back to the point for Tar. Tar takes the shot through traffic, blockered away. Good save by Huneau. Far side boards, Ignatiuk plays it back to the point for Sisson. Hammers it around the boards, behind the goal to the near side, where Close comes in and throws the body. Dolan tries to take possession. Jacob Webb checks him defensively. Hines and Close both in there as well. Puck tried to poke out by Dolan. It's now secured by Treba Ulb as he tries to bank it off the boards. Close centering pass. Shot attempt blocked as it was Ignatiuk with the shot, but he never got it cleanly on goal. Sisson does well to side skate the first checker. Makes the drop pass to Close. Close cutting right in, shoots, and scores! Team Alberta go up 2-0 off a great effort from Braden Close. He cuts his way to the goal, slides it past Huneau, and Alberta take a 2-0 lead. 13:02 remaining in the second period as Braden Close gets the goal for Team Alberta. Well, Quebec behind the 8 ball now. They've got to find a response quickly Otherwise, Alberta, well, they can start flexing some muscle as they send out the line of Bullchild, Lavin, and Halbert. Halbert takes the puck from his own goaltender, Kingsmill, who hasn't been very busy here. Nice job by Kovacevic to streak up. He's got a clear path to the net. Micah Kovacevic, just puts it over top the goal. Fancy stick handling, and he just missed converting on that chance. We got a penalty coming up here to Team Alberta, as behind the play there was a elbowing infraction by Zach Lavin. It gets spotted by the official, and Quebec will head to the power play as the second Alberta goal just announced. 12:29 remaining in the second period. So Sisson drawing one of the assists, and I believe it was Kovacevic who got credit for the second assist on the goal by Close. Face-off coming up to the left of the goaltender, Kingsmill. As a bit of a discussion down with the Team Quebec coaching staff and the referee. Boisvert on the draw against Bullchild. Boisvert digs away for the puck. Auclair comes in as well for support. Boisvert digs it out for Trébal. Shot gets snagged by Kingsmill. Maybe his best save. He hasn't faced many shots here in this game, but that was a good save as Quebec generate the shot just 9 seconds into the power play. Quebec keep the same unit out there as Alberta make a change. Close comes in to take the draw against Boisvert. Off the draw, Boisvert wins it to Bouquet. He tried to feed it to Jacob Webb, pinching in from the point, but it's controlled by Sisson. Behind the goal, challenged by Boisvert. Sisson tries to pin it up against the boards. Jacob Webb takes possession. Centering pass. Auclair tries to get it away for a shot. Can't get clear possession. And then it's swept down the ice by Close. Good recovery by Team Alberta as Quebec were threatening. Bouquet will begin wheeling out behind his own goal. The captain, Aurélien Bouquet, lead pass ahead for Trébal. Over to the wing for Auclair. Under pressure, he drops it for Trébal. Gwendo Trébal does well to shield it away from the check of Sisson. Near side boards, they crash into the wall hard. Play continuing on as Trébal tries to dig it out, intended for Boisvert. Puck shot to the far corner. Kovacevic gets to it first for Alberta, plays it off the glass, knocked down by Bouquet. Nice play by Aurélien Bouquet. Delivers the pass to Auclair with 40 seconds left on the power play. Trébal skates past the first defender. The lane gets closed down, and then Sisson shoots it down the ice with 30 seconds left in the Quebec power play. 10:45 remaining in the period. It's 2-0 for Team Alberta as Quebec tries strike with the man advantage. Bernard receives the pass, brings it across the blue line, loses possession to Tar, and with 15 seconds remaining in the power play, that'll all but do it for the Quebec man advantage. Alberta shoot it down the length of the ice. Quebec 0 for 2 on the power play here tonight. Trébal picks it up in the near side corner, wheels behind his own goal. Under the pressure of the forecheck of Bullchild, he advances it up to Gregoire. Gregoire working the right wing. He's got Bernard cutting to the net. Gregoire tries to feed it through, just out of the reach of both LeBlanc and Bernard. Trébal against the near boards. Can't come up with it cleanly. Bullchild lays a big hit for Team Alberta as he now receives the pass. Bullchild feathers it in deep. Lavin gives chase. Bouquet gets to it first but loses it to Zach Lavin. Lavin plays it back to the point. Sisson skating in from the point, loses the lane. Nice job by Halbert to block it down. Halbert behind the goal. Centers out front, and that gets blocked as making the defensive play was Barbe. They get it to the line, not out. Penalty coming behind the play is tied up along the end boards. It was Bouquet and Halbert, and I'm not sure if they're calling coincidentals here or just one player going to the box. It looks like it's just Halbert who's going to be ticketed with the... Actually, they've opened up... Nope, just Halbert. High sticking the call. You'll have to excuse my confusion. They opened up both penalty box doors. Sometimes I just got to shut up, you know? So it'll be a... Whose power play? Team Quebec's power play. 0 for 2 so far in this game as they head back to the man advantage. 9:34 left in the period. As Jacob LeBlanc gets waved out of the face-off dot. Bernard comes in to take the draw. He loses that one to Close, and it's controlled by Sisson behind his own goal. Brandon Sisson unable to clear the zone, stripped away from Dolan. As Sisson gets it back for Alberta. Sisson just feathers it up the ice right on goal where Uno comes to the top of his crease and will freeze it with 9:10 left in the period. Well, this is the last game here on day number 1, but we're back underway tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. when Alberta takes on Team BC, and then a noon game between Team Ontario and Team Quebec. 4 games on the docket for tomorrow, and then the bronze medal game and the gold medal game Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon, respectively. Lavin lines up for the draw against Jacob Webb. Bit of encroachment there by Leroux as he was well ahead of the draw, and now as his punishment he has to come in and take the face-off against Lavin. Lavin wins it back for Kovacevic. He takes a big hit from Treball as Leroux tries to dig it off the wall. Still pinned in for the time being as now it's controlled by Jacob Webb. Leads it ahead for Leroux. Checked off the puck by Sisson. As neither team can get clear possession, and with it pinned up underneath the players, they'll whistle it down. 1:10 remaining on the Team Quebec power play. Face-off just outside the Alberta blue line. It's Zach Lavin to take the draw against Anton Jacob Webb. Lavin scrums it to the near boards where Quebec try get the puck in deep. They do so as it's tracked to the near corner by Kovacevic. He endures the big check there by Auclair as you could see him trying to shield his body, embracing the impact as Lavin gives a bit of a hit to the back of the head of Jacob Webb. 45 seconds remaining in the Team Quebec power play. Jacob Webb muscles out from the scrum. A couple of Alberta players streak towards the puck. It's now controlled at the far side hash marks by Jacob Webb. His pass picked off by Bullchild. He clears it out across center ice. Gwendal Treball picks it up for Team Quebec, turns it over. Sisson, shot right on. Good save by Uno as Jean-François Uno bails out his defenseman. Treball with a rare turnover. And the shot by the defenseman, Sisson, turned away. 17 seconds left in the Team Quebec power play. 7:51 left in the second period. Face-off coming up to the left of the goaltender, Uno, as the scrum results with Quebec taking it at the hash marks. Treball skating it out. Lead pass for Gregoire. Gregoire, nice tape-to-tape pass to Bouquet. Aurélien Bouquet. Oh, intended for Bernard. It was a little too heavy for him to handle, and he lost his stick trying to receive the pass. But great vision by Bouquet to find his teammates streaking up the near side. 7:20 remaining in the period as Tar tries to keep it away from Gregoire. Zach Tar with possession for Alberta. Sends it down the length of the ice. Halbert streaking after it, and good heads-up play by the goaltender Huneau to come out and cover it. Otherwise, it would have been possessed by Halbert for Alberta. So Quebec, once again, unable to capitalize on the man advantage. 0 for 3 with the power play here tonight. Braden Close lines up to take the face-off against Jacob LeBlanc, the Moncton, New Brunswick native and grade 11 student at Moncton High. Has it stripped away from him by Cody Dolan. Dolan's shot attempt blocked by Gregoire. He gets pushed hard into the sideboards as Kovacevic tracks it back inside his own zone for Alberta. Dishes it off to Sisson as inadvertent collision in the Alberta goal. The referees haven't spotted the net is way off its pegs. And as a result, the goaltender Kingsmill, well, he helps them. He pushes it really obviously off, and now we get the whistle. And really, that's a smart play by the goaltender to avoid any potential controversy. And the referee pats him on the back, thanking him for that motion. Adam Kingsmill hasn't had to make many saves for Team Alberta in this game, but he's been good when called upon as he gets set for the face-off here to his left. Zach Lavin on the draw, along with Sebastien Boisvert. Boisvert scoops it out. Bullchild clears the zone. It's a lead pass for Halbert. Oren Halbert, checked closely by Hines. Nice back checking by Daniel Hines to make the defensive play for Team Quebec. Halbert can't quite control it. Quebec attempting to clear the zone. It's caught up underneath one of their players. As now Kovacevic feeds it in front. It gets knocked down by Halbert. He may have prevented that from going in. Kovacevic gets it back. Lead pass just out of the reach of Lavin. Lavin under pressure from the check of Boisvert. Does well to shield the puck. Dumps it off to Halbert. Oh, he gets crunched hard looking for a penalty call. Nothing doing. Good body check by Bouquet. Kept in at the line by Sisson. That's his specialty here. This time it gets wrestled away from him as Gragnon takes possession for Team Quebec. 5.5 minutes remaining in the second period. Alberta leading this game 2-0. Zach Lavin trying to dig the puck out from underneath a couple of players, and then a hand pass called, so they whistle it down for a stoppage with 5:21 remaining in the frame. Jacob Webb to face off against Close. Braden Close can't quite come up with possession off the draw. It's controlled now by Dolan. Cody Dolan trying to streak past Tribal-Oul. Tribal-Oul stays with him stride for stride as they scrum into the corner. Picked up. Nice job by Leroux for the lead pass to Auclair. Auclair, powerful strides, brings it across the blue line. Kovacevic tries to knock him off the puck. Good job by Auclair to keep possession. Auclair shielding it there, held in at the line temporarily, and then Alberta do a good job to muscle it across. Close, good lead pass for Dolan. He's got to settle down the puck. It rolled just away from him. Tough break there for Cody Dolan as he had thoughts of breaking in all alone. Micah Kovacevic takes possession, drops it off for Sisson as he skates it across center ice. 4:20 remaining in the period. Barbet tracks it to the far corner. Barbe dumps it behind the net, intended for Auclair. He takes possession now, under pressure, coughs it up. Shot by Ignatiuk, saved. Second chance, centered out front, and they score! Brandon Sisson makes Quebec pay for some sloppy defensive play. He gets his second point of the game, and Team Alberta make it 3-0 with 4:05 remaining in the period. Nice job by Cody Dolan and a beautiful shot by Brandon Sisson to finish off the play, and Alberta make it a 3-0 lead. Sisson fist bumps his goaltender Kingsmill. Brandon Sisson, one of the top defensive players here on day number 1, contributing both defensively and offensively, and there he gets the goal for Alberta. Sisson has control again, makes the pass ahead to Lavin. Bouquet strips it away from Lavin, who at the penalty boxes fires it back down the ice. Behind the Quebec goal, it's tracked by Hines. Near corner, it's picked up by Halbert. Halbert under the defensive pressure of Hines and company as they wrestle it away. And here's the Alberta goal announcement. Quebec shoot the puck down the ice. Ignatiuk grabs his second assist of the game as Dolan picks up the primary assist on the goal by Sisson. And it's a multi-point game for Sisson, Dolan, and Ignatiuk for Team Alberta. LeBlanc holds the line for Quebec. As the shot off the half wall, knocked down, Kovacevic feeds it ahead. And Alberta take it out across center ice, led by Bullchild. Lead pass for Halbert. He gets teed up. No call there with 2:35 left in the period. Big hit in front of the Team Quebec bench. They didn't like the lack of call. Gregoire drops it for Bernard. His shot attempt gets blocked by the back check of Bullchild. Gregoire with the puck on his left hand. Dumps back to the point. Bouquet shot right on, and that's sticked away. Good poke save by Kingsmill. Boisvert chasing after the loose puck. Kovacevic in there as well. Boisvert digs it out off the wall. Close tries to bank it out of the zone, just past Hines, and it's picked up by Halbert, who's one-on-one here with Trebaul. Halbert does well to wait for some support, dumps it off as Bullchild brings it in. Shot right on, good blocker save by Uno. In the far side corner, Hines leaves it for Trebaul. Lead pass intended for Gregoire gets picked off. Nice job to toe the line as it was Tar bringing the puck across, but quickly Trebaul brings it back out to center. 1:30 remaining in the second period of play. Boisvert gets to the loose puck ahead of Ignatiuk. Close into the corner as well for Team Alberta. He tries to pin it up against the boards. Sweeps it behind his own net where Toussaint takes possession for Quebec. Toussaint tries to take control. She's checked closely. Toussaint stick handling it away from the Alberta defenders with 1 minute remaining here in the period. As Toussaint has it pinned underneath her, and they'll whistle it down. And I think the signal was for the face-off to come outside of the zone. So tough break there for Team Quebec as the referees feeling Toussaint did not make an effort to play the puck. And as a result, the face-off comes outside the blue line. 55.2 seconds remaining in the period. Alberta leading Quebec 3-0. Lavin on the draw. Facing off against Boisvert. Lavin wins it back to his defenseman, Sisson. Lead pass for Halbert. Halbert, he gets knocked off the puck. It's picked up by Bullchild as he puts it off the post and in. What a goal! Jordan Bullchild threads the needle. A tough shot for the goaltender, Uno. And Bullchild wraps it off the post and in to make it 4-0 for Alberta with just 44 seconds left in the period. The captain, Jordan Bullchild, makes it 4-0 Team Alberta. Jacob Webb on the draw against Zach Lavin. Anton Jacob Webb scrums for possession as he knocks it away from Lavin. Sisson scoops it up for Alberta. 35 seconds remaining in the period. Kovacevic tries to feed it ahead for Bullchild. That's broken up by Barbe. Barbe feathers it to the far corner where it's Halbert coming up with it for Alberta. Hit thrown by Jacob Webb. Eau Claire also throwing the body as he gets a hit in front of the goal on Sisson. 10 seconds remaining. Maybe a chance here for Eau Claire. He gets knocked off the puck. That's going to be a penalty against Alberta, as I believe it's Bullchild who's going to be ticketed with the call. Halbert drawing the assist, and along with Kovacevic. But it's going to be Bullchild heading to the box now, and Quebec to the power play. 0 for 3 with the man advantage here tonight. And just 6 seconds left in the period. Bit surprised Team Quebec didn't opt to pull the goalie here for this chance with only a few seconds left. They scrum for the face-off. Kovacevic just holds it up against the boards, and the buzzer sounds to end the second period of play. Team Alberta flexing some muscle. They lead this game 4-0 as they've got a stranglehold on Team Quebec, but Team Quebec will have 1:54 on the power play to open up the third period of play. Third period action coming up. You're watching the 2019 Canadian Sledge Hockey Championships. All right, hockey fans, third period of play coming up here in this game between Team Alberta and Team Quebec. Alberta with a 4-0 lead going into the third period, but it's Quebec with 1:54 left on the power play as the puck is dropped and we're underway in the third period of play. You're streaming the 2019 Canadian Sledge Championships. Puck shot down behind the Quebec goal into the near side corner where it's picked up by Anton Jacob Webb. Teeing the call against Bullchild as it's shot out across center ice. Kovacevic controls it for Team Alberta. Halbert does well to shoot it down the length of the ice. Oh, loose puck, and it'll be Lavin who gets to it first for Team Alberta. Shielding the contact there from Bouquet. Lavin sauces one out front. No one there from Alberta to get a stick, but it's controlled by Sisson. Sisson does well to take some time off the clock, dumping it back in. 1 minute remaining on the Quebec power play. Auclair along the near side hash marks. He gets checked hard by Lavin, but does well to advance the puck up across center ice. Boisvert trying to apply some pressure on Sisson. He dumps it off to Kovacevic, who uses the glass to clear it down out through the neutral zone where it's controlled by Auclair. Trebal scoops it up for Team Quebec. He's got Jacob Webb with him, leaves it for Jacob Webb, who chips it in. 30 seconds left on the Quebec power play. Brandon Sisson behind his own goal, wheeling, nearly coughs it up. Trebal picks it up at the far side boards. Trebal centers in front for Bouquet, just out of his reach. Sisson with only one stick right now does well to track back as Alberta clear it down the ice, and that'll all but do it for the Quebec power play with just 5 seconds remaining. And nice deke there by the goaltender, Jean-Francois Huneau, showing off some of his offensive skill. Quebec, though, 0 for 4 with the power play here this evening. Jacob Webb, lead pass for LeBlanc. He couldn't corral it cleanly. LeBlanc takes it behind the goal, tries to center it, but it's picked off by Close. Close gets checked by LeBlanc. Close does well to muscle through the check. He still has it on his stick. Lead pass along the near side boards intended for Halbert. Stripped away from him by Barbet. LeBlanc feeds it to the far side wing. Trebal crashes into Zach Tarr as Tarr makes the play for Alberta, and Dolan tips it out through center ice. 2:40 gone here in the third period of play. Alberta defending a 4-0 lead as Gregoire takes possession for Quebec. Long lead pass out of the reach of his teammate, but icing waved off, so it'll be controlled by Kovacevic. Interference behind the goal, as that's going to be a penalty against Team Alberta. And I think it was Zach Tarr who's going to be the guilty party. The referee's explaining the decision to the Alberta defenseman. Actually, it's an equipment issue with Tarr, so he'll go off because of that. Now, they do call interference on the play. And now, after the equipment issue gets resolved, Tarr will head over to the penalty box. So, Quebec going back to the power play, 0 for 4 here this evening. 12 minutes remaining in the third period of play as Jacob LeBlanc gets set to take the face-off for Team Quebec, as he's in there against Close. Scrum for the puck. Bouquet picks it up. Shot right on. Blockered away by Kingsmill. Shot down the ice by Sisson, as Bouquet has to track into the far corner to take possession. Bouquet spinning away from the check of Close. Alberta hold the line. Sisson hammers it in deep. Already 30 seconds gone off the Quebec power play. Nice job by Dolan to strip it away from LeBlanc. LeBlanc hits Dolan into the boards as Close pins it up behind the net. Tries to just milk some time off the clock here as Hines tries to wrestle it out from underneath Close. He's successful in doing so, but Close tries to tie it up once again. Close working his way out from behind the goal. Short-handed, nice work by Close. Back to the point. Kovacevic's shot gets blocked as getting in the way of that shot attempt was Daniel Hines. Lead pass intended for Gregoire. He gets knocked off the puck. Kovacevic takes it behind his own net with 45 seconds left on the penalty kill. Micah Kovacevic still with the puck. He's streaking up the left wing. Kovacevic shielding it from the defenders, takes it behind the goal into the far corner. Brilliant penalty killing there by Kovacevic as he takes the power play down to just 25 seconds. And Quebec stymied and frustrated here as Dolan holds it in the corner for Kovacevic. He's checked closely, pushed off the puck as Boisvert finally takes it away for Team Quebec. The final few seconds tick off the penalty, and Quebec 0 for 5 with the man advantage. And really generating no chances on that last opportunity. As the puck pinned in along the boards here. Nobody can get it loose from underneath the pile of players. Finally, the puck squirts out as Bouquet brings it right back in underneath the sled of Dolan. 9:30 to go in the third period. Pops out front through the slot where it'll be tracked by Hines. Bank pass for Bernard. He tries to drop it for Boisvert. That's picked off by Bullchild and secured by Dolan. Dolan tries to muscle his way through the lane. Lavin challenges Trebaoul, but Trebaoul makes the pass through to Toussignon. She gets held up at the blue line. Nice job by Sisson as he carries it in deep behind the goal. Sisson checking his options, wraps it right in front, shot right on, big save, the rebound, and they tuck it just wide as Bullchild couldn't get it on goal. Nice save by Uno as Halbert controls for Alberta. His drop pass, well read by Trebaoul. It's picked off and shot out through the neutral zone with 8.5 minutes remaining in the third. And offside, well, no, 6 skaters for Quebec, too many men on the ice. A bit of a gaffe there, and that'll be a penalty against Team Quebec. So Alberta get their first power play opportunity of this game with 8:39 left in the third period, coming off a too many skaters on the ice penalty to Team Quebec. The coaching staff figures out who they're going to send to serve the bench minor. And it appears to be Jacob LeBlanc who gets the assignment, 2 minutes or less in the box. So the face-off will come to the left of the goaltender, Uno, as Alberta sends the line of Lavin, Bullchild, and Halbert out for the power play. Sisson manning the left point, Kovacevic on the right point. Quebec complete the late change. Auclair comes on and gets set to attempt to kill this penalty. Pitter patter, boys. Let's get at her. Come on, somebody step in for the draw. Here we go. The defenseman, Trebaoul, decides I've had enough of waiting. I'll take the face off. They drop the puck. Trebaoul does well to tie up off the draw, but it's Alberta with possession. Kovacevic. Lavin right in front, and they capitalize just 10 seconds into the power play. Jordan Bullchild buries it on the tic-tac-toe play. Kovacevic to Lavin to Bullchild, and it's in the back of the net to make it 5-0 Team Alberta. That was a picture-perfect goal by Alberta as Lavin received the pass from Kovacevic, who picks up his 3rd assist of the game. And Alberta firmly in control, 5-0 with 8:26 left to go in the third. Alberta poised to close out the first day of action with a 2-0 record, as it seems as though Quebec will drop to 1-1. Center ice face-off. Dolan tries to flip it to the boards in front of the penalty box. Shot ahead by Ignatiuk. Bouquet comes in and takes possession for Quebec with 8 minutes remaining in the third. Wrong side of center ice. That's going to be an icing call against Quebec. So Alberta, with their lone power play opportunity of the game, capitalize as Bullchild gets his second of the period and second of the game. Lavin gets his first point here this evening as he lit the lamp in the morning game, scoring 4 points. Sisson, checked by Bouquet, drops it off for Kovacevic. He's already got 3 assists in this game. Tries to get a goal for good measure, but it's gloved by the goaltender Uno, and then a quick whistle brings a stoppage to play. Well, Team Quebec will have an opportunity to rebound tomorrow at 12 p.m. when they take on Team Ontario to close out the round-robin portion of the 2019 Canadian Sledge Hockey Championships before the semi-final games at 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. It'll be the first-place team from the round-robin taking on the last-place team at 7:30 p.m. Second place takes on third place at 5 p.m. We're still waiting to figure out who will finish in what seed, but Alberta have certainly put themselves in a great opportunity to secure top seed going into the semifinal. Bullchild checked, but he still has possession for Alberta. Dumps it off to Kovacevic. Near side pass for Lavin. Dumps it right back to Kovacevic. Bringing it in across the blue line. Checked by Trebaul, and it'll be Gregoire who takes possession for Quebec. They get the puck across the blue line where Bernard takes possession. At center ice, Bernard tries to dig it deep. No icing as he shoots it down inside Alberta territory. Halbert banks it off the boards, held in at the blue line by Bernard. Loses one of his sticks in the process as Halbert fires that the length of the ice. If it has enough, they'll call it icing. It's going to die before it gets there. Oh, it just gets there. Ugh. Well, hey, give Trebaul credit. He sold it, and as a result, they get the icing call. I thought for sure they were going to wave that off, but we get the stoppage with 6:34 left in the third period of play. Well, shout out to all the volunteers here at the Woolwich Memorial Center who have selflessly given up their time to be a part of the event here this weekend. They can be spotted wearing the bright neon green t-shirts, and they're doing a great job here volunteering this weekend. You can't put an event on like this without a team of volunteers behind the scenes. So a big shout out to everyone helping out as Bouquet gets run hard awkwardly into the boards, and then some retaliation here as we're getting a scrap breaking out. Coming in late to join the fray was Bullchild. He threw a couple of punches in as Sebastien Boisvert came and basically T-boned from the backside, and now Lavin trying to get around to pull his teammate out here. I mean, this is getting a little bit ugly. As cooler heads will prevail, the referees try separate them. But that all sprung from a play in the corner between Bouquet and Alberta has a player down and injured. They're calling for the trainer to come out. That's the captain, Bullchild, who's down on the ice. Bullchild was one of the last players to join the scrum, and he must have taken a whack He did throw a couple punches of his own. And Bullchild down on his back and in some serious discomfort at the moment. The referees will have to sort out the penalties as we've got 6:14 remaining in the third period, and certainly a couple roughing minors to come out of that. But right now the concern with the injured player on the ice, Jordan Bullchild. Bullchild basically joined the scrum when he saw Boisvert come in and challenge his player, Halbert, on the blind side. Bullchild didn't like that and came in to defend his teammate, but he's certainly taken the worst of the exchange here. As we hope it's nothing serious for the Team Alberta captain, Jordan Bullchild. Really hard to gauge what the issue with Bullchild is. Maybe a shot to the ribs potentially. And there were a number of bodies piled in the scrum. Bullchild getting a couple of punches in, and then you have to think it was a retaliation to his aggressive defense of his own teammate that resulted in the injury. Bullchild being helped off the ice by the trainer, but essentially under his own power. He looks up at the scoreboard, assesses the situation, and with his team up 5-0 and only 6 minutes remaining in the game, you can't help but wonder if Jordan Bullchild will return to action here this evening, and I have a feeling they may hold him out here in the final 6 minutes to protect their captain, as Team Alberta still have 2 more games tomorrow, and they'll be hoping to play in the gold medal game Sunday, so you have to take a lot of things into consideration. Bullchild checking his lower lip for any blood. He seems to be a little bit dazed there as well, so I would certainly anticipate that being the end of the game for Jordan Bullchild here for Team Alberta. But we'll keep an eye if number 20 gets back on the ice. In the meantime, he heads down the hallway towards the locker room. Well, the referees will have to sort out the penalties from that tete-a-tete, as they'll go over to both benches and have a bit of a chat with the coaches, as we've got 6:14 remaining in the third period of play. Well, let's tee up the action tomorrow. We get underway at 9 a.m. when Team Alberta takes on Team BC. At 12 noon, Team Ontario faces off against Team Quebec. That does it for the round-robin portion of the 2019 Canadian Sledge Hockey Championships, because at 5 p.m. Eastern on Saturday afternoon, we get the first of 2 semifinals underway, when the second-place team takes on the third-place team. And then at 7:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, the first-place team will take on the fourth-place team. Bronze medal game goes Sunday morning at 9 a.m. and the gold medal game 11:45 a.m. puck drop. All the action streaming live as you're tuned in to the 2019 Canadian Sledge Hockey Championships. Referees still sorting out the infractions at the scorer's box as they've only put one penalty up on the board so far, and that's to Team Alberta's Oren Halbert, as it's just a 2-minute minor on the board at the moment. So just the one penalty comes out of that melee behind the Team Quebec goal, as it's a 2-minute minor assessed to Oren Halbert from Team Alberta. As Team Quebec holding a bit of an impromptu timeout in front of their own bench. The linesman urges them to get in position for the face-off with 6:14 remaining in the third period of play. Quebec back to the power play, 0 for 5 here this evening with the man advantage. Braden Close on the draw for Alberta against Anton Jacob Webb. They drop the puck, we get the action underway. And just as quickly, it stops as it's frozen by the goaltender, Kingsmill. Close wins the draw back to the corner for Sisson. Sisson coughs it up off the side of the goal. Again, Kingsmill freezes it. 13 seconds gone in the Quebec power play. 6 minutes remaining in the third. Anton Jacob Webb once again facing off against Braden Close. Won by Jacob Webb, back to Bouquet. Aurélien Bouquet, his shot right on, and a good save by Kingsmill. Once again smothering it for the face-off. So a bunch of penalties being announced here. I got to think those were the roughing minors, but they ticketed one to Quebec's Aurélien Bouquet, and he's out on the ice right now. So certainly he was not the penalized player, as Alberta shoot the puck down the ice. And it'll be corralled by Trebaul. The lone penalty on the play, T-boning against Halbert from Alberta, and here goes Auclair for Quebec. He's got a clear lane on the left wing. Alexis Auclair, nice back check by Cody Dolan to take away that chance. Puck flipped out to center ice. Bouquet quickly smacks it back in. 1 minute remaining on the Quebec power play. Shot all the way down the ice, knocked down by the goaltender Uno. Bouquet, lead pass for LeBlanc. He turns that over to Sisson. Sisson, as he was falling, got the shot away. Tied up outside in the neutral zone was Dolan and Trebaul, but they do well to get away from each other without anything further coming up from it. 30 seconds remaining in the Quebec power play. They dump the puck into the far corner, where Micah Kovacevic, well, he just let Jacob Webb get to it first. He didn't want the physical play. Dumps it off to Auclair. Auclair, Beaver tapping at the blue line was Trebaul, but they never fed him the pass, and it's cleared down the ice by Alberta. Final 5 seconds of the Quebec power play ticking away. So Quebec 0 for 6 with the power play, but here goes Alexis Auclair. Auclair just overskates it, regains possession, makes the pass to Bouquet. Bouquet, side, gets around the check of the defenseman as it was Ignacia coming in and cutting the lane. Bouquet, there's a shot, good blocker save as Kingsmill gets just enough to deflect it into the far corner. 3:45 remaining in the third period. Alberta skating away with a 5-0 lead, and they're trying to add to it as here goes Zach Lavin. Lavin with the shot, good glove save as it's snagged by Uno, and he'll freeze that with 3:35 left in the period. Well, barring a unbelievable comeback, Alberta will improve to 2-0. Quebec drop to 1-1, so they'll be tied with Ontario in the standings, although Quebec will be ahead on, well, actually it'll be real close in terms of goal differential, and they've yet to play head-to-head. So that could be to determine who finishes second and third tomorrow at 12 noon when Quebec plays Ontario. Both of those teams, well, Ontario certainly finishing the day 1-1, and Quebec staring defeat in the eyes here with 3 minutes remaining in the game. Gragnon skates ahead to the puck. Oh, he gets clobbered there by Ignacic. No call as Tar picks it up for Alberta. Tar rips it behind the goal along the near side boards where it's knocked down by Trebaoul. Centers in front. That attempt couldn't get on goal as making the play was Sebastien Boisvert on the redirection. Trebaoul dishes it off. Barbet, he gets checked hard. 2:45 left in the third period. Gragnon coughs it up to Sisson. Sisson intends to leave it for Dolan. Picked up now by Trebaoul. Trebaoul shot! And that one just goes wide of the far post as Kingsmill making a good heads-up play to secure the loose puck and freezes it with 2:29 left in the third. A little bit of John Denver to take us home here in the third period. 2:29 left. It's all Team Alberta. They're loving the country road here. Quebec, they're going to have to find a bumpy ride home to regroup overnight. As LeBlanc gets set to take the face-off. Lavin, his opposition on the draw. Let's give a shout out to James Titmarsh, the Ontario Sledge Hockey Association representative here, vice president, and he's the event guru here. He's done a great job getting everything underway here this weekend in Elmira. Toms brings it in for Alberta. Toms shot right on! Huno deflects it just wide. Lavin scoops up the rebound, 2 minutes remaining in the third. A game misconduct issued for the penalties in the corner, which led to the injury to Bullchild, so the players involved knocked out of the game. As Lavin can't dig the puck away cleanly. Toms tries to center it in front. That one gets knocked down. Halbert. That centering pass to nobody as Lavin picks it up. Well, he's checked off the puck by Bernard with 1:30 remaining in the third. Bernard, good sauce sky pass as it's off the skate of Bouquet and controlled by Kovacevic. Splits the D. Oh, nice move by Kovacevic, and then he gets drilled going across the blue line. Good evasive skating by the defender, Micah Kovacevic, with 1:10 left here in the game. Tar tracks it back to the far corner. Flips it around the near side boards, and it has enough to get across the line and out through center ice where it's picked up by Trebaoul. He gets crunched there through the neutral zone by Lavin. Gregoire tries to gain the zone. Toms makes the play for Alberta. 45 seconds remaining in the third period as Team Alberta poised to improve to 2-0 here on day number 1 at the 2019 Canadian Sledge Hockey Championships. They're working on a 5-0 shutout victory, and it could be more as here goes Zach Lavin. Lavin takes the shot, big save, huge rebound, and the rebound just goes wide off the stick of Tomps. Nice initial save by Uno. Final 20 seconds ticking off the clock. Kovacevic retrieves inside his own zone. He wants one for good measure, streaking up the right wing. 12 seconds left in the game. Kovacevic, he gets held up by Trebaul. That's going to be a penalty. I mean, not much doing in calling that. Yes, it was a hold, but they will whistle it down against Trebaul with 2.2 seconds left in the third. And this is just a formality as Alberta will pick up a 5-0 win over Team Quebec to close out day number 1 at the 2019 Canadian Sledge Hockey Championships. Well, a pretty impressive performance by Team Alberta on day number 1. They score a 5-1 victory over Ontario, and they'll pick up a 5-0 win over Quebec. And the final buzzer sounds to make it official. Team Alberta improved to 2-0. Quebec fall to 1-1. The final score, Alberta 5, Quebec 0. A shutout performance by the goaltender Adam Kingsmill. He didn't have to make too many saves, but he was good when called upon. And the team in front of him played their strongest game of the day, led by, well, the captain Bullchild, and will hope to see him return to action tomorrow after sustaining an injury late in this game. But how about the play along as well by Cody Dolan, Brandon Sisson, and especially Micah Kovacevic. He was tremendous here in the night game. Quebec fought hard, but they fall short. The final score, Alberta 5, Quebec 0. For our great crew behind the scenes, my name's Nico Cardarelli. Thanks for tuning in. The crowd cheers them on through the handshake line. We'll keep the stream up for the Player of the Game Awards, but I'm signing off saying good night. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. when Alberta takes on BC. You've been watching the 2019 Canadian Sledge Hockey Championships.
The Alberta player for the game, with 1 goal, 1 assist, number 88, Cody Dolan. Welcome to this day one of the Canadian Sledge Hockey Championship. We hope you enjoyed